Imagine standing in the middle of a massive city, but the streets are silent, the houses are empty, and the air is thick with the ghosts of a people who vanished without saying goodbye. What if I told you that some of the most powerful, advanced, and awe-inspiring civilizations in human history vanished into thin air, leaving behind only cryptic ruins, unanswered questions, and chilling mysteries? From the mighty Maya to the enigmatic Indus Valley, from the towering cities of Mesopotamia to the forgotten empires of Africa, entire worlds disappeared, seemingly overnight. No clear war, no final battle, no grand farewell, just silence. What happened to these great civilizations? Was it climate change, invasions, internal collapse, or something even more mysterious? Today, we're diving deep into the greatest archaeological enigmas of all time. Why did so many great civilizations mysteriously disappear? And what secrets could these lost worlds still be hiding? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll never look at history the same way again. 1. Introduction to lost civilizations. Throughout history, human civilization has risen, flourished, and then, in some cases, mysteriously vanished. From ancient cities buried under jungle canopies to vast empires swallowed by deserts, the world is scattered with evidence of once great cultures that disappeared without clear explanations. These disappearances continue to baffle historians, archaeologists, and scientists alike, and the reasons might be far more complex than simple war or conquest. 2. The Maya civilization. The classic collapse. The Maya civilization, which dominated large parts of Central America for over 1,000 years, reached staggering heights in architecture, astronomy, and writing. Yet by the late 9th century, many of their great cities were abandoned. Why? Severe droughts are believed to have caused crop failures. Overpopulation might have stressed resources beyond sustainability. Internal warfare and political strife fractured the unity of city-states. Some theories suggest ecological degradation, such as deforestation. The Maya collapse is a potent example of how multiple factors can converge to bring down a mighty civilization. 3. The Indus Valley civilization, lost without a trace. The Indus Valley civilization, circa 3,300 to 1,300 BCE, was one of the world's earliest urban cultures, featuring advanced city planning, sanitation, and trade networks. Yet it vanished mysteriously. No deciphered written records tell us why. Possible reasons include climate change leading to river shifts, drying up critical water sources, flooding and natural disasters disrupting agriculture, invasions or migrations by nomadic tribes. Archaeologists still debate what really happened, but the Indus cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro remain one of history's greatest mysteries. 4. The ancestral Puebloans, Anasazi. Deserted cities of the American Southwest. Famous for their impressive cliff dwellings, the ancestral Puebloans thrived in the arid southwest of North America. But around the late 13th century, they abandoned their settlements, including the massive complex of Chaco Canyon. Why? Long-term droughts reducing water supply, possible resource depletion and environmental changes, social upheaval or conflict. The Anasazi disappearance reminds us how fragile human societies can be when faced with climate stress. 5. The Roman Empire. Fall of the greatest empire? Though the Roman Empire didn't disappear entirely overnight, the Western Roman Empire fell in 476 CE, marking a dramatic shift in European history. Factors included economic troubles and overexpansion, political instability and corruption, invasions by barbarian tribes, plagues and population decline. Rome's fall is a classic example of a powerful civilization unraveling from a mix of internal decay and external pressures. 6. The Minoans, the lost civilization of the Aegean Sea. The Minoan civilization flourished on Crete around 2000 BCE, known for stunning palaces and vibrant art. Then, suddenly, it declined by 1450 BCE. Possible causes: the catastrophic eruption of the Thera volcano, Santorini, causing tsunamis and climate effects. Subsequent invasions or conquests. Natural disasters disrupting their economy. The Minoans' disappearance is a reminder that nature's fury can reshape history overnight. 7. The Great Zimbabwe, forgotten African empire. Great Zimbabwe, built between the 11th and 15th centuries, was a powerful city known for massive stone structures. Its abandonment is still not fully understood. Potential reasons: depletion of natural resources, especially wood and game. Shifts in trade routes reducing wealth and influence. Environmental degradation and drought. Great Zimbabwe challenges the outdated narrative that Africa had no complex civilizations. 8. The Khmer Empire, Angkor's ghost temples. The Khmer Empire, centered at Angkor in Cambodia, was one of the most advanced medieval societies, with enormous temple complexes like Angkor Wat. By the 15th century, Angkor was abandoned. Causes may have included climate swings between drought and flooding, silted up waterways ruining their irrigation system, invasions from neighboring kingdoms. Today, Angkor's ruins are a haunting reminder of how environmental change can undo even the most advanced engineering. 9. The Olmecs, the first great Mesoamerican culture. Before the Maya, the Olmecs, 1200 to 400 BCE, built giant stone heads and influenced later Mesoamerican cultures. Then, they vanished. Potential causes: environmental change and river silting, crop failures due to climate shifts, internal social collapse. 10. Cahokia, America's lost city. Near modern-day St. Louis, Cahokia was a huge city of 20,000 people around 1100 CE. By 1350, it was abandoned. Theories include flooding and climate change, resource overuse in the Mississippi floodplain, disease spread from early European contact. On Birinci Göbekli Tepe, abandoned before its time. Built around 9600 BCE in modern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. For unknown reasons, its builders buried the entire site and moved on. This could have been due to religious shifts, changing food sources after the rise of farming. 12th Easter Island, collapse of a remote world. Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is famous for its massive moai statues. But by the 18th century, the society had collapsed. Most historians blame ecological destruction. The cutting down of all trees led to soil erosion, loss of food sources, and internal conflict. Others point to European diseases and slave raids after first contact. 13. The Hittite Empire, the forgotten superpower. At its height around 1600 to 1200 BCE, the Hittite Empire controlled much of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, and parts of the Middle East, rivaling Egypt and Assyria in power. Then, almost suddenly, it collapsed around 1200 BCE during the mysterious Bronze Age collapse. Theories include invasions by the so-called Sea Peoples, prolonged drought and famine, internal rebellions weakening central authority, trade route disruptions that crippled their economy. Today, only fragments of their cities and inscriptions remain, leaving historians to piece together the story of a mighty empire that seemed to vanish overnight. Common themes in civilizational collapse. Despite different locations and times, many disappearances share common themes. Environmental factors: drought, climate change, natural disasters. Resource depletion: overfarming, deforestation, water scarcity, social and political instability, civil wars, corruption, leadership failures, external pressures, invasions, migrations, trade disruptions, disease and pandemics, plagues weakening populations. Understanding these helps us learn from the past and potentially avoid repeating the same mistakes. Modern lessons from ancient collapses. Why should we care about lost civilizations today? They show how fragile our societies are. They highlight the importance of sustainable resource management. They warn about the dangers of ignoring environmental changes. They remind us that power and progress are not permanent. Could it happen to us? The disappearance of ancient civilizations isn't just a history lesson, it's a warning. Our world today faces climate change, resource depletion, political instability, global pandemics. The difference is, we have technology and communication to adapt faster, but whether we use it wisely is another question. As we face climate change, political unrest, and global challenges, history's vanished civilizations act as both a cautionary tale and a source of wisdom. The mystery remains. Despite centuries of research, many questions about these lost civilizations remain unanswered. New discoveries are constantly reshaping our understanding. Could there be hidden civilizations waiting to be uncovered? Will future historians ask the same questions about us? Keep them thinking. From jungle-covered temples to desert ruins, these civilizations remind us that no matter how powerful a society becomes, nothing lasts forever. Some fell to nature's fury, some collapsed from within, and some still keep their secrets buried in the sands of time? The real question is, are we listening to history's warnings, or will we become the next mystery for archaeologists to puzzle over? Which lost civilization do you think holds the greatest secret? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries of our past, because some stories refuse to stay buried.